Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, y'all. I feel like I literally just say y'all. Like, it's the Arizona thing.
I say y'all too, and I was like, let me try not to say y'all. And then I was like, yo, yo, yo.
So, this is episode 5 of the Human Design series. And you know what? I love that it's 5 because...
Right. And we're going to show y'all exactly what we're talking about.
Yes. And we're literally about to go in the 5th month of the year. So... yeah. This is going to be a special episode.
Yes.
All of them are very special, but this one is going to be something different. So,
yeah.
You know, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. The Destiney G. We have the Destiney G. You are like one of those people for me who I love to be able to just be in the spontaneity of our ideas. Mm-hmm. And to be able to just like, okay, these are things that we're going to birth. And then being in a position now where it's like, okay, we've written these things out. Let's implement them.
Yes.
Let's bring them into reality. And so it's very exciting to be able to even just sit here with you right now for this episode. But then all the content that we already have that we're about to put out and creating more.
Yes.
So I'm super excited about that because we're literally sitting here watching, like, we filmed like 2 videos. And we haven't given y'all to them yet.
Right.
So we're going to give them to y'all.
Yes, we gonna dump it on y'all. So, honestly, I'm really just taking it all in because, as always, I genuinely appreciate you for even wanting to collaborate with me, really seeing me as a person, too. Like, you know, so I'm excited to see what we continue to bring and take action with because now's the time. We're in spring right now. I feel like the seeds that we planted are blooming right now. We're going to continue to pick some weeds out and also continue to plant more beautiful seeds. The harvest is full, okay?
Ashe.
I'm so excited because, like, also too, what I love about our conversations is how expansive they are.
They really are.
Like, we're really thinking big, and I'm like, I love that because some people like, and this is how I am now too. I feel like nobody really like says anything negative to me because they know that I am always going to be my own person. It's rare that I really like go to people for advice now because sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I internalize a lot. Like, I'm like Wayne in one of his songs said, talking to myself because I am my own consultant. And I'm like, I love that bar. But it's just rare. And our conversations, again, they're expansive. We always speak life into each other, like, or even like just being honest, having those truthful conversations too, you know?
Yeah.
So I appreciate love you.
I appreciate love you too, sis. So yes. So this is episode 5, y'all, of Revealing Human Design. And I'm really excited to be here in this space with you. Avec toi. We're gonna dive into Destiney and all her business.
Yes, we're gonna
with human design in the best way possible because she's a projector.
Yes.
So she gonna see right through you anyway.
Right. I think this is very much needed, honestly, because one thing I do promote is going within. Honestly, that's something that, like, what would your higher self do? We have to go within, be still, and allow ourselves to process those thoughts and things like that. So I'm like, let's go in. Like, and like you said, I see through people. And like, for somebody else to acknowledge that, if you know me, you know, like, you should know. I got that look in my eye. Like,
right. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
I see you. See me. See you. See me. See you.
Right. So we just seeing each other right here, seeing it in full.
Yeah. And yes, I am projecting. And what about it?
Right. I love that. And you're the first projector on the channel, so I'm excited to see what other types we bring in. We've had a lot of manifesting generators, which is a majority of the population. Projectors are 24% of the population. So, you know, let's do it. So we're actually going to first dive into what a projector is for people who don't know. Mm-hmm. So projectors are people, like we said, they see very deeply into people, and they also, their energy levels are more mild. Mm-hmm. So they're very much people who enjoy a lot of rest and a lot of solitude and a lot of recuperation and just being able to also, you can explain them as like a knife who kind of likes to cut into things and cut into people and dissect.
The words are potent.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Like, very, very much dissecting, very much, this is what you need to do, this is who I am, but they must be invited. Mm-hmm. So they must be invited in to give that clarity that the world needs. And it's important that as a projector, you wait for that invitation, but as other types too, that we give those invitations and we give them in alignment so that way they can receive them. Because if we know how the ecosystem works, we can do our job as other types, whether you're a generator, manifesting generator, manifestor, or reflector, or even another projector talking to other projectors. It's very important to make sure that you know that they can see very deeply and that you allow them in at a space that feels right for both of you. You
don't
know,
have to put that mask up. And again, too, the key word as a projector is waiting for the invitation. Like, allow people to invite you in to say things, because I've accidentally said things and I'm like, I wasn't trying to like say that, but it wasn't like projected at that. Like, it was just a general statement. And even the general statements really be hidden deep. So
if the shoe fits,
the shoe be fitting. Like,
so that's just a little bit about projectors. And then so we're gonna dive into as well your environment, because that's not something we've talked too much about on this channel, but you have a kitchen's environment. So kitchen's environments are all about workspace energy, and it's the place that you go to do work or to get work done, whether that's learning, getting a new skill, being in your element. Like, this is where you like to be to do work, right? And with you having kitchens, there's two types of kitchens. So there's wet kitchens and there's dry kitchens. So you have what is called dry kitchens, which prefers cooler and less humid environments. Cooler and less humid environments. Likes being in the action and watching others rather than actively participating in the learning. Also learns best by watching someone do the action and then trying it yourself. More on the outskirts and the perimeter of the room rather than like right in the middle. And may like, it says, this is one of the notes I took, may like your food to touch. Everything doesn't have to be so segmented. Rather, after you're done using something, you may put it away or pulling things out when needed, and allowing your things in workspaces to be more blended. So it's very much line 3 energy, and line 3 energy is all about the trial and error, just kind of doing stuff, being in the mix. So essentially, the dry kitchens is, okay, I'm in the mix, but I'm gonna let y'all do your thing, and then I'm gonna like watch, and then I'm gonna come in, you know, try it. Okay, I'm getting comfortable, that's cool. And that's kind of how you learn, rather than like, okay, throw me in the middle, I don't know what's going on. You're like, nah, I need to see.
I gotta see it.
I need to see what y'all doing. And that's very much in alignment with line 3 energy of the trial and error, of you being like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all trial and error it, and I'm gonna watch it. But then also your line 1 comes out too, and the investigative, like, I need to know what y'all doing first. So that's gonna be very important for you. Like, even how we were talking about you being able to birth like new businesses and being more so on the leadership side of it, and on the side that's like, you know, bringing the people together and being able to be the one that's pivoting them in the right direction.
I feel like I would put a beautiful team together, honestly, because like I always say, like, for example, when I was telling you about these fashion show castings, it's like I would rather hand select the people that I work with, because I already know who I don't know, like, I just feel like some things we can speed up the process by not doing things like that, you know? It's always nice to meet new people, but having like certain environments for it. And then also too, there was one thing you said too that I wanted to circle back on. It was things touching. Like, as a Caribbean person, like, I love like mixing food together. I'm like, this is a good combination, you gotta try this together, like, you know, the rice and beans together and stuff. So I'm like, accurate right there. And then there was something else you said after that.
Like, everything doesn't have to be so segmented. After you're done using something, you may put it away or pulling things out when needed.
That's what I need to do. But the thing is, I know where everything is in my space. I'm like,
because it says allow your things in workspace to be more blended.
To be blended, you know. I know where everything is, but one thing I know I can definitely continue to be better at is
putting things away.
Because I'll take my clothes out because I'm looking for something to wear, and I just, you know, I just keep it out. We'll get there though.
We're going to talk about your sphere of radiance, because I think it's going to be really juicy. So what the sphere of radiance is it's your seat of your inner light. It governs your vitality, well-being, and natural aura when you're living in alignment with your true nature. It's the direct bearing on your physical, emotional, and mental health. And as one of your hidden gifts, this gene key will either undermine your health and well-being through its shadow or bring great love and vitality to you through its gift. Radiance is what keeps your inner flame glowing. It's the life force made visible. So that's pretty interesting. And so yours is gate 49. Gate 49 is the gate of principles, charge, and revolution. It's called and driven to better the well-being of society by inspiring and directing change in your community. So the shadow of this gate is reaction. It's overgiving, frantically trying to improve things by constantly giving to try to prove your worth and value to others, rejecting anything that is contrary to the way you think the direction is your community needs to go in. If the vision you see is different from what's being offered, you'll reject it. It can be narrow-mindedness and rigid thinking or not allowing out-of-the-box change. The gift is revolution. It's allowing self to stay open to possibilities, perspectives, visions, and opinions that look different from yours. It's realizing more than one perspective can coexist and both be right. It's staying open. It's giving what is easy. Emphasis on the giving what is easy.
Giving what's easy.
And then the city. So the city is the highest expression of the gift. So the gift was revolution. City is like the highest expression of this. And the city of this gate is rebirth. So it's literally the Tower card tarot.
What does that mean?
Okay, so just real quick, because that was actually interesting. You remember earlier this week when you told me your life had felt like, or earlier last week you told me it felt like a Tower card moment?
The Tower moment was happening, yes.
And then literally we're seeing it now that the city of this is your sphere of radiance, is the rebirth, which is the Tower card tarot. So it says you know what needs to change.
Necessary destruction for a better foundation.
Yeah.
When they blow up the whole building because they're like, we want to get the soil right here. And, you know, literally. It's a rebirth season. And Taurus is just coming out of this 7-year cycle with Uranus. So it's like... That's something we'll have to dive into another time. But like, there is something going on right now.
That was interesting, even to catch that, just the Tower card moment. It's like catalyst for making change, not always perfect, but well worth it, and helping create a new culture. So it's like, literally, this being your sphere of radiance, well, that is the seat of your inner light. The seat of your inner light is being the rebirth, and it's like you have to go through the rebirth to be that for other people. And it's like, I really do see spirit and the universe working and coexisting with you and with the people around you in your environment to make that happen. Like, I think that's really dope.
And you know what's cool about living out here in Phoenix? Like, I really there was this one time I was on Threads and this girl was like, the energy in Phoenix is very like dark, it's evil, I feel it. And I'm like, also too, there's very good energy, and I've seen that and experienced that. I've experienced both sides of the energy out here. And then like that, just from seeing that, I was reading the comments and someone's like, well, my people are from here. Like, if you walk downstairs, there's literally something, and it says you're on O'odham land, and it talks about the O'odham tribe that was out here in Phoenix. And so I really was reading his comment, and he was like, just saying how you work with the energy here, right? In Phoenix, you work with the energy. And it really just like, I don't know, it really touched me reading that. So like when I'm outside and things like that, I really just like connect with the energy out here. And I don't know, it's very beautiful, like experiencing the good energy, seeing people out here. Like, I see a lot of rebirth happening out here. I see a lot of potential out here, like, and just from meeting people like you or like Chell, for example, that really embody those things that they're like working with other people on, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. And this, honestly, This episode is a little bit different because we're more so doing a reading versus like a me ask you questions type of thing.
Right.
But this is usually how like readings flow in human design. It's very much like a conversation of just, oh, these are things that we kind of knew and that we're uncovering and bringing to the light. And then you see how we talk about the shadows. Like, that's one thing I also want to make aware of, is when you're talking about the gene keys and the gates in human design, you have to go through the shadow. You have to know, okay, that reaction, that overgiving, that rejecting other things that, you know, may not be normal for me. Those are things that I have to overcome. Those are things that I have to overcome and that society needs to overcome. And those are the shadows that we know are prevalent. But how do we come out of that? We come through the revolution. We allow ourselves to stay open to possibilities. We give what is easy, right? And then we come into that rebirth. So it's through knowing the shadows and being like, okay, well, maybe I have done that before, right? Being honest with yourself. What are the times that I've done that? How can I minimize the times that I'm being reactive, you know, and that I'm more so being in that revolution energy and being in that rebirth energy, right? We don't want to be reactive. We need to be revolutionary to rebirth.
Right.
And it's like that being your sphere of radiance, even with it being R, like all them R's. I don't know what it is about R's. What's the what letter of the alphabet is that? I wonder.
21.
15,
18. I'm like,
so
where?
9.
I'm like, where is that?
It would be 9.
But you know
That's
what? Yeah, so
dang, 9. That's 4 9s.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like you're in your sphere of radiance with the reaction, revolution into rebirth. Yeah.
I love that. So I feel like my revolution is not shutting down, it's shutting myself out. I've had so many days where I feel like I didn't connect with people. I've been working from home for 6 years, and this was 3 years before I had my son too. So I spend a lot of time inside, not connecting, in a relationship with someone that didn't even want that for me. And I feel like now my revolution is actually just continuing to meet people that are aligned and having conversations. You know, when you have those aligned conversations, the conversations are different because it's like they're expansive. Like when me and you were talking, you were like, oh, I could see you doing this, and it to hear someone say that, I really love it. Like my mom, she does stuff like that for me too, and I'm like, I appreciate those people that see that potential, and now me taking action to that. Because it's like I feel like we could see so much potential in everybody in our life, but it's like some people, they're just not ready to take that action there. Yeah.
And it's okay, because everything moves in cycles. It's like the more that we learn how to move into our cycles and sync with our different cycles, the more that we'll realize we're all on our own pace. We're all on our own rhythm. It's like I'm a manifesting generator. I can't think that everyone's going to be moving at the pace that I am. And it's like giving grace for everyone, because even it's just we're all so different. And so that's why it just kind of come back to that grace of like, okay, we're all on our own cycles. We're learning how to sync our own cycles. And some people aren't. Some people aren't even aware of that yet. So hopefully them listening to something like this can give them the conscious awareness of like, oh, let me start cycle syncing. Whether you're a woman that's learning that, or whether you're
syncing.
Yeah, like that's something I've learned recently this week, is cycle syncing and learning how to work with the cycles of being a woman. And like, okay, when I'm in my different phases, I need to eat differently, I move differently, I do things differently. And so learning that has been very liberating, just be able to learn that within myself. But we all have those different cycles and those rhythms and that we go through every day. It's like, okay, well, how do we use the universe and the calculations from the universe to mesh them with our knowing, and go ahead and use that for our wellness. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, going within and understanding ourselves and like what we need to nourish our body. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm definitely in a period, like right now I'm drinking more water. And for the past couple weeks, I was in my head and I was like, I should be drinking more water. Like I shouldn't be buying Red Bulls from that vending machine every other day. Like I'm in a different period right now where I'm like, I'm knowing what's nourishing me. And like you were saying, like tracking your cycle and things like that. Knowing what type of foods you want to give yourself. I think that's really important. That's something that I'm going to continue working on, I feel like, within this rebirth season of my life. Because also I feel like I was telling you, I'm like focusing on eating more fruit and vegetables and things like that too. And making the conscious choice to use what we have rather than thinking we always need something new, or like to eat out, or like, you know, like a new outfit and things like that. Like, there's so much.
Yeah, that one's been a good one for me, using what I have.
Yeah.
Just using what is available to me. Because like you said, even, and that can be in a multitude of different ways. It can be eating at home versus eating out. It's like, oh, you think that you need to go eat out, but then, you know, you go eat out and then you realize, oh, the food that you bought spoiled because you kept eating out because you didn't think you had food, so now you end up wasting food. And so that's one of the ways. But also we can think of it in a sense of like, even just with how we, like, for me, for business, it can feel like, okay, I have all this product, but I need more product. I need to sell more things. It's like, sell what you have.
Sell what you
like,
have.
You have one recipe, you have one thing or whatever. Like, start with that. I think we overcomplicate it. One of the biggest things I learned with even just having the healing culture is how to simplify.
Right.
It's like, I don't have to have, 30 different products with me that are all different CMOS mixtures and tinctures right now, because I'm still growing and I'm still learning, and I'm still, learning what SOPs are, which are standard operating procedures, and making those and being able to collaborate with other people for this business to be sustaining with the healing culture, and then also collaborating with people like you, and then building the healer's design and learning how we're gonna implement in that way. But yeah, just simplifying it. I think that's really important, of like, okay, let me use what I have, let me use what's available to me. And whether that be my resources, a lot of times, we need to remember, oh, what are my resources, right? Who are the people around me that care about me, that want to see me win? Let me reach out to those people and see how they can assist me in this time, because that's important too.
And that's something I need, because I'm so used to, like, again, like I said, I internalize a lot of stuff. And it's like, I also have this mentality where it's like, and I'm working on it, but it's like, okay, I can figure this out by myself. I personally don't like asking people for things, and that's something I actually have worked on that, like, over the last year. Like, I was talking to this guy and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this, where I'm like, I just ask him if I need something. Or like my dad, for example, too. I'm like, or like even my mom, I was just saying, I appreciate how they're showing up for me. And I think that I could get better with doing that. But from, like, for example, like, let's say me and you, we talk. If I need something, I know I could ask you for it, But sometimes I just don't make the choice to. And I feel like I have so many people in my life that care about me. And some days I do feel bad, because I feel like some days I just don't reach out. I don't respond. And it's like, it could be a lot. I don't know why. It just, like, I used to feel like I had phone aversions, but I'm like, and then I just got in this mentality where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like try to let go of that. Like, I'm not always going to be able to cater to everyone. Like you were saying, we won't be able to cater to everyone, but I feel like the people that do reciprocate, y'all really do deserve that. Like, we all deserve reciprocity, I feel like. We all do. Like, and also leading with love. I don't know, I'm getting better. I'm gonna work on my communication, reaching out, responding, especially when it comes to business, and just how I communicate overall. How I communicate with the collective,
I affirm that for you.
Thank you. I will.
I just had a deja vu moment.
What?
This moment right here with them coming around the corner. Wow. That's actually, no, like, dead ass.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I feel like I just broke through the third wall.
I feel like
I was like, whoa, I seen that happening last Wednesday.
Really?
Like, I just seen it. Like, literally the exact moment. That's actually wild.
Stay grounded. Breathing exercises has been something that's helped me all the way. Breathing exercises, writing out my words of affirmations. That's also my love language. So come correct.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, since we're on the topic of rebirth, how would you reintroduce yourself to the world today?
How I would reintroduce myself to the world today is, well, first, What Is Your Destiny is my brand that I've been building and watering for years, and I just really want to help others by telling their story, whether that be visually or if that's like, what we do, how we have a conversation and just talk about our ideas, those flow state conversations and consultations and hold on. How would I reintroduce myself to the world today?
It's okay.
I would reintroduce myself as Destiney Gonzalez, I'm thankful that my mom named me the name that she did, because I I just feel like I always said I want to live up to my name. I don't know why, it just felt special to me. And then like how I build my brand around it. I know I want to help other people. Like, I don't gatekeep. That's one thing I don't do. I don't gatekeep. I want to see everybody win. I would introduce myself as, how would we answer that? Or how would I answer?
That's up to you.
I really just, like, how would I reintroduce myself to the world today? Leading with love. That's what I want to continue to do, is lead with love. And just always, if people have a conversation with me about something that they want to do, I really want to continue to speak life into that. And that's also the energy I want to continue to receive as well too. What is your destiny? It's literally a multiverse that I'm just building. Like, I want it to be so many things. Like, that's why earlier this year when I was like, okay, when I get to 1,000 followers on my business page, I'm gonna post my new services. So when I got to 1,000 followers, I just kind of reintroduced myself there, and I was like, just saying, like, my name's Destiney, this is what I do. When I created What Is Your Destiny, I wanted it to be more than photography. I wanted it to be about fashion and mental health as well too, because those are things that I've always been passionate about. And I just want to continue to do that and continue to expand. Yeah, so actually my rebirth right now is titled What Is Your Destiny in Bloom. And what that represents to me is like a flower, like just blooming and flourishing into your true self that you were meant to be, how you were meant to be seen. And so that's what that is for me. And I also want to inspire people with that as well. So I'm actually working on a catalog that's titled that as well too. And it's going to like share a little bit more about myself, rather like you were saying earlier, not really meant to be explaining myself, but allowing, like, if you read the catalog, you'll be able to learn some about my story and what I'm about.
Me and Destiney have also collaborated on a page. It's called The Healer's Design. And I decided to come to you with the invitation because, you know, I was like, I'm going to work in alignment. When I decided to come to you with the invitation, it was like, I know that we both have a lot of very powerful skill sets and the ability to be able to really deeply connect with people, and you do so in such a unique way, being a projector. Like, that's how The Healer's Design was cultivated. It's like a little baby of Destiney's energy and my energy
just blooming.
Yes. And it's like adding the sprinkle of human design in there, but then also adding, you know, mindset and anti-burnout strategies and these different elements that you can use to be able to improve your wellness and do so in a way that is easy and manageable and flexible. And so definitely just keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for all the things.
Look, and we have 5 followers and
you know, right
this is the 5th episode. So what's cool about this is with human design, let's say, for example, you might have a post that's like, okay, I'm a generator. What might be the best foods for me as a generator to eat? I'm a projector. What might be the best techniques to get me more rest or to help me with, you know, being patient as I'm waiting for invitations from people, you know, and not being so impulsive on certain things. Or, you know, just certain little tips and tricks, I feel like you could say. But yeah, The Healer's Design definitely, I feel like just can't, like, we have conversations all the time, but I feel like it definitely sprouted from that and just like working with each other's energy. And I love, like, just when she first told me about the human design and how I was a projector, like, I was already so interested. I started doing my research about projectors and like the things I was looking into. It really resonated with me. So I'm excited to see what we continue to share. We do need to do our next post. I was just thinking about it. We have our first one as of last month, and we're going to continue to post more. So the page about the projector, you got to get the human design guide. Like, it's out now. What was it? 555?
No, it's actually a donation base.
Oh, it's donation.
So
it's
you
donation
can put you can donate any amount and receive access to the digital guide. I'll put the link in the bio.
Yes, so it's honestly nice. I shared the projector page on there. So Tap in. It's time to tap in. It's time to go within, because we deserve to know more about ourselves rather than going or searching through external validation. That's what causes the burnout. They're searching for external validation. You know?
And that's big for projectors too, because you guys' like signature theme is, I believe it's success. Like, you feel successful when you're able to help people.
Yes.
But it's like, okay, I also have to remember not to put all of my, like, feeling of success just related to helping people.
Yes.
Right? Like, I can help people and feel good, but I can help myself and feel good.
Yes.
So it's learning that balance.
Exactly. Okay, so I was going to say this message every time I hear the word feel good. To feel good is to feel God. So allow yourself to feel good. And then the next thing is, that's why I'm like, me helping others is going to help me. Me embodying the things that I'm saying is what's going to, I feel like people are going to ask you how you do it, because they see like what you're doing and how you're expanding, and they're going to come to you and ask you how you do it. Then you'll be able to help them from there and show them the true, authentic way.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do? It starts with yourself. Like, everything points back to self, I feel like. Human design, whether that be astrology, whether that be, I just feel like we have to focus on going within and embodying it. And if you go to church, embody those qualities that Jesus Christ is teaching you. Rather than praising them, let's embody them. Let's, like, allow our mind to be renewed, and it's go time. Like, let's just do it. Action.
She said, stop talking about it. Just do it.
Let's just do it. Like, because the energy speaks louder than words ever will. Like,
and I have one more question for you. Would you recommend that other people learn their human design charts, and why?
I feel like it's a guide that helps you. For example, you could learn you're a projector or a manifesting generator, or let's say, for example, me as a Taurus in astrology. They're going to say, oh, Taurus are stubborn. You can honestly learn that about yourself, and then you don't have to just be stubborn and attached to it. You can allow that to pivot you to be like, okay, I don't want to move like that. This is what I'm going to do. And just knowing your human design, it can help with certain things, like we were saying, just, you know, pivoting to where you need to be, or understanding yourself, and then knowing, okay, this is why I do this.
What would you tell someone who is on the fence about learning their human design?
I mean, I meet people all the time. Like, for example, I just kind of like opened up to having conversation with this guy, and he was telling me how, like, and this is in human design, he was just saying astrology, which astrology does, would you agree, come into play with human design a little bit?
It actually has a lot to do with human design, because human design was, even the way that you find out your chart is the same way you would find out your natal chart. So it combines astrology into human design. So when you're looking at the human design chart, you'll see, like, the Aries sign and the Capricorn, Scorpio. Like, you'll see the different astrological signs in the human design chart. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I had a guy I was having conversation with, and he was like, astrology is demonic. But he told me that he loves watching the moon and, like, where the stars are at, right? And honestly, I have grew up to where certain things, we were learned to demonize certain things, but now I don't. I just decided to become a blank slate and allow myself to work with that energy. And for example, I'm just gonna say this, the way I'm so in sync with the full moon and the moon cycle, it allows me to, like, actually, I enjoy looking at the full moon. And so just seeing that and, like, aligning with it at that time, and, like, wanting to do the research and know, like, why that may be happening and things like that. Honestly, you don't have to believe in human design for it to be useful. Think of it less like a belief system and more like a tool for self-awareness. It gives you language for things you might already feel about yourself, like how you make decisions, how you use your energy, or why certain environments drain or light you up. From my perspective, it didn't tell me who to be. It helped me recognize who I already was. Like, when she told me I was a projector and I started doing the research on it, it truly started making sense. And like, when she told me, like, projectors need a lot of rest, they need to recharge, that resonated with me, because so much I like staying busy because it keeps my mind busy and on the go. So I like staying busy, but sometimes I do need to allow myself to rest. Like, I feel like I've definitely experienced burnout because I get so tired, especially when I'm around large groups of people. I do get tired very quick, but it really did help me recognize who I was, and I paid attention to what resonated, what worked in my life, and then I just, you have to pay attention to the things that resonate. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't. Like, don't automatically come into it with the thought of, just be open. It's time to be open-minded to new information for the sake of just having that knowledge of it. So if it helps you move with ease, trust yourself, or understand your patterns, it's valuable. Like, the patterns that we have. And like, for me personally, I enjoy the process of getting to know myself, and I feel like we all should be able to do that, again, rather than looking for external validation from relationships. So yes, definitely tap in to human design with the healing culture. That's Mila's page, The Healing Culture. Our collaborative page is The Healer's Design. So like she was saying, that combines human design with mindset, and we're just going to be sharing tips and tricks on like just information that we want to share more of. And then I want to end this by doing some affirmations for projectors. So I'm about to pull that up now. So projector energy is all about being seen, not forcing. So the affirmation should feel like alignment, recognition, and ease, not hustle. And that's the real thing. Like, it's really hard for me to hustle because I feel like, I don't know, I have this journal entry from when I first started my business, and I was like, I'm doing this just because it's my passion. It's not about the money to me. It's because I just love creating. That's something that my grandmother, she really instilled creativity into us, and she always like wanted us drawing, painting and things like that, getting into fashion. So that's something that really resonates with me. So here's some affirmations that match my energy. So core projector energy: I am seen, valued, and recognized for who I truly am. The right people naturally notice and invite me in. I don't chase, I attract aligned opportunities. My presence is powerful even in stillness. I trust that what's meant for me will find me. And then the next one's going to be for work and success. So I am recognized for my unique perspective and wisdom. I work smarter, not harder, and it brings me abundance. Aligned opportunities flow to me with ease. I am paid well for my insight, guidance, and energy. My success comes from alignment, not overextension. And then the next one is rest and energy. Rest is productive and restores my power. I honor my energy and move when it feels right. I release the need to prove myself through exhaustion. It's safe for me to slow down and receive. And then the last one is going to be for self-worth and visibility. So I am worthy of being chosen without forcing. The right invitations find me at the perfect time. I am confident in my natural rhythm. And then last, I allow myself to be fully seen and appreciated. So also two important things for me is breathing exercises, journaling, and writing my affirmations out. That's also my love language, like I said earlier. Speaking these things, saying the I ams, because remember, anything after I am follows. And that's the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with. Anything after I am follows. So make sure you're speaking good things after that, okay? But yes, so I'm going to end this again. Follow us. You know Mila's page, at The Healing Culture, at The Healer's Design. Follow me at The Destiney G, at What Is Your Destiny, and just tap in. Tap in with us. Tap in with yourself. Tap in. Connect with your energy.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Tap, tap, tap in. Wise words of sweetie.
Right. All love, y'all. Thanks for watching.
555. Let's
555. Episode 5 of Revealing Human Design.
Yes.
Peace out.
Peace and love.